So today I'm going to be talking about COVID-19 and how it has impacted the student body and more specifically the learning experience. Let me ask you a question. How has COVID-19 impacted you today? Are you usually at home? Are you usually working somewhere? Or are you usually at school? If you answered any place outside of your home, COVID-19 more than likely has impacted you one way or another. COVID-19 was a viral pandemic that started in Wuhan, China, and moved worldwide as you know today. Everyone has been affected by this. Me and literally the whole wide world has been affected by this virus, and that's why I want to talk about it today. Today I'm going to be making a connection on the student body, like I said before. Let me start with what I'm going to be talking about. What COVID-19 is, how schools have changed because of COVID, what does a student body think and what their current learning experience is like, and what changes students believe that we should have to make this a better learning experience for us. So in case you've been living under a rock, let's start with what COVID is. COVID-19 is a viral pandemic that started in Wuhan, China, and the spread of COVID is so severe that half of the world was on lockdown at one point. As per the CDC, the virus spreads from person to person if a person has been is currently infected, or if someone touches a surface that has the virus, or even through air droplets. Those are various ways that you can contact the virus. As of October 21st, 2020, there have been 220,000 lives lost to the virus in the United States alone. And as of current of that date, 8,250,000 are currently infected. As you know, this is a serious virus. We need to do as much as we can to protect ourselves. But now let's talk about how the schooling system has tried protecting us from it. As per the Northwest Community College, hours have been reduced to 15 minutes a week per class. Classes themselves are shortened, are more online based, and some classes aren't even mandatory for online schooling, like Zoom or Skype calls. A lot of teaching is done by reading for the students. Masks are currently now required in every single building, and classes have actually been shortened. They used to be from August 15th through the end of December, but now classes are August 17th through November 13th. Now let's talk about how students themselves are handling the situation of COVID-19. As for an interview from Lauren Harlow, she said that classes are now more stressful and harder than she would have ever imagined. A lot of coursework is done online. Like I said previously, we do have the 50 minutes available with our teachers, but that's per one class, one time a week. So you can see to begin where this might become an issue. There's little person-to-person contact time, and some people might need that to learn. Different types of things that she feels have been affected by the virus are, like I said, the learning experience, but how exactly, you may ask, is she believes that due dates are just due dates and work is just work. She doesn't believe she's learning anything. And I personally do not live in the dormitories, but some students believe that it's more restricted, more like a jail cell. And also, college activities aren't the same anymore because you don't have the football games that everyone loves or the field days that everyone expects whenever they do move to college. As for an interview for Jasmine Harris, she believes that there can be many ways that the school can be refined or changes to be made so it better suits students. There could be Zoom calls in place, more long hours, where the students could be in class more than 50 minutes or maybe 2 times a week. In a remote learning article that I had read on UHFC website, they said that some students were supposed to be in a clinical setting at a hospital, but current situation didn't permit that. So now they're doing more online and virtual, so you don't really get the hands-on experience that you normally would. COVID-19 has really impacted students because now we are teaching ourselves and we now have to do everything online other than those 50 minutes. We believe that college needs to be less stressful than what it currently is, and we need to change some things, but we do know that COVID is a serious threat and um, that we need to follow by the CDC guidelines. COVID-19 is a viral pandemic, as we know, and we need to abide by the CDC guidelines, and there are in place. And the whole world is struggling right now, and we do really need to see that it is a viral pandemic, but students also have to learn, and what's going currently in the world is not a matter of learning, it's more a matter of deadlines.